So you can give more and more homework on this inheritance so that we get familiar with this. So I felt
Yeah.
it a bit complicated.
Yeah. Okay. We will definitely do a lot of things. Okay. Now let's do a quick recap. Okay. And then we will jump into today's session. So we have been learning in the last 6 weeks, last 6 classes, we have learned about the computers history and their evolution. In the first class, we saw how did computer evolve from mechanical computers. And say, for example, we saw the abacus and we saw the differential and analytical engines by Charles Babbage, and then we saw how the computers evolved from mechanical to electrical computers using vacuum tubes, you remember, right? And then we have evolved from vacuum tube computers to transistor based computers, and then transistor based computers to IC or integrated chips computers, and then we saw the modern desktop computing is something like what we see today, laptops or the desktops. So we have seen different generations of evolution, and we are in the fifth generation where the computers are still evolving day by day, right? So that's the first thing what we have learned. And then we have seen what are the different hardware components, what are the different computer subcomponents like hard disk, input devices, output devices, microprocessors, everything, right? So we have learned about hardware and what is the responsibility of each of the hardware in a computing environment, right? In a computer. So we have seen all of this. And then we went into understanding the software component, right? So because a computer has two parts to it. One is the hardware and the software. Without software, the computer is almost useless. You can't do anything meaningful with it, right? So we have seen there are different types of softwares like the operating system, the application software, the libraries, and so many things, right? So we have seen a lot of system software as well. And then we have learned about different operating systems like Windows, Mac, Linux, and few others like Android and a few others. And we have also seen what are the different types of operating system, right? So we have seen desktop, server based, and so on. And then we have seen like what are the core responsibility of operating system, basically to manage the microprocessor, manage the hard disk, manage the input devices, output devices, and so on. We have seen file management, network management, device management, right? So you guys remember all these things, what we have learned, the responsibilities of operating system,
Yes, sir. We even
right?
learn different
Yes,
And
kinds
sir.
of
how
operating systems.
exactly, and how the operating system manages different tasks or jobs. We have seen all of them. And then after learning the operating system basics, what did we learn? We learned about the programming basics. We have learned about the computing basics like different number systems, the octal, decimal, hexadecimal, and all that stuff, right? So we have seen how to convert one number form to the other number form because the computers only understand the binary form. So we have seen how to convert, given any number system, how to convert them into binary form so that we can represent the instructions in the electrical form. And then we have also learnt about what are the different types of programming languages, high level, assembly level, machine level, and so on. And we have learnt about what are the characteristics of high level programming language, why it has to be a preferred method of programming in today's world because it is easy, it is in an English language, and also it offers you with a lot of inbuilt libraries and so on, right? And then we have started learning about how many programming languages are there in today's world and what are the different types of programming languages like functional programming language, object oriented programming language, assembly, and so on. High level programming languages, again there are different types, right? So we have seen all of them. And then we learned about what are the different ways you can represent a design of a program, right? We have seen about flow charts, we have seen about an algorithm. We have learned algorithm is nothing but a recipe for a program, a step-by-step instructions, and if it has to be visually represented, we represent it through the flow charts, right? We have learned all those things, and then we started learning about the Python basics. So we saw what are the variables, different types of variables, integer, float, boolean, strings, lists, tuples, and so on, right? So we have seen all of them, dictionaries and so on, all of them. And then we have seen how do we play around each of these things, and then we have learned what is a function or a method or a procedure. These are all synonyms. Don't get confused with these things, right? Then we have seen how to write a function and how to return value from a function, how to pass arguments, how to pass variable number of arguments, and so on, right? So we can write multiple functions, and then we have seen how to import a file or import a function from other file and use it in the new program. So we have seen all of them. And then we have learned about if conditions or control statements. We have seen multiple if else statements or nested if else statements, and then we have learned about while loops, and then we have learned about for, and then we have mixed if and for, and so on, right? So we have seen a lot of things. And then we have learned about the dictionaries, and then we have done some programming in between. So we have come all along. So by now you have learned, like, say, close to 80 to 90% of Python programming. This is more than sufficient to do basic programming things. Then we have learned about, finally we ended up learning about classes, how to define classes, and what are the two primary things the classes has.
Class
The
name
classes
starts with.
has the methods or functions and the values. And then we have seen finally how to inherit or how to reuse the class, right? So this is where we have ended up so far, right? So I hope that is a quick introduction. So now what we're gonna do from this class, okay, we have this week and next week, right? So we will spend a lot of time in practicing whatever we have learned, okay? So the first thing is all of you have to finish all the exercises now in the class, okay? All of you open your text editor. Let's write first program. Let's see. I'll give you only 60 seconds. Okay. The first thing you have to do is write the first program called hello.py and execute it on the command prompt. The time starts now. Just print hello Python. All of you, and I'll see each one
Sir,
of
where
you
we
how
have
you
to
have
do?
it. You have to print hello Python. That's all. As simple as that. The file name should be hello.py and you have to execute this on the command prompt.
Sir, in
Let's see.
Sublime Text.
Yeah, you can use Sublime Text to print the message and run the program from the command prompt. Let's see quickly how fast you can do it. Okay, your time starts now. I'll wait for 1 minute and I'll see each one of you. Whoever has completed, okay, just raise their hands. Is it clear? Meenakshi, Devdutt, Aditya, Swastik?
Sir, can you repeat the question?
Question is, you have to write a program to print hello Python on the console. The message should display hello Python on the console. Write the program and run it and show it to me now. Swastik, is it clear? Swastik, are you
Yes,
there?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So all of you have to write, and whenever you are ready, tell me. I'll see one by one. Okay? No escaping. So you have to do this in the class. Okay? Meenakshi, you're there? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So you have to print a message on the console and run it. Okay, hello Python, that's all, as simple as that. Okay,
I'm done.
Okay, but I don't have Python in this because I only have Java now.
you did not install Python?
No, I installed and then I uninstalled it because it was lagging a bit.
No, can you please install now again?
Yeah.
Yeah, install it fast and write this program. Can you show me screen? I'll help you while you're downloading and install. Meenakshi?
Sir, I'm done printing. Hello, Python.
Good. So let's wait for a few more others to everyone to finish. Okay, Meenakshi, can you share your screen? I'll help you download and install because this is also important. Okay, go to Python. Just type Python download. Yeah, downloads below downloads. Yeah, yep. Just download 3.9. Yeah, it's downloading. It's downloaded or it's still downloading? You uninstall Sublime Text also?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Download and install again.
Okay.
I think this is a good exercise so that we all remember what we did. Okay. So this class we will practice a lot of hands-on things so that we know exactly how do we write real-world programs. So that's very important. So those who have finished this now, Aditya, let's take Meenakshi, don't stop. Meanwhile, you can keep sharing your screen. Okay. Meanwhile, who have finished the first thing? Now, Aditya, write another program, okay, in a different file to take two variables and return a exponential computation. Say, for example, if you pass x and y variables, it should compute the exponential and return the value and print the value. Okay.
So could you repeat again?
Write a function, okay, to take two variables x and y, and that function should return the exponential x to the power of y and return what is the value. If I pass 2 comma 2, it should return 4. Okay, just write that function. Devdutt, are you clear? The second problem statement. Are you done with the first one, Devdutt?
Sir, sir,
Yeah.
sir, I have finished the first one. What is the second?
The second one is you have to write a function. The function has to take two variables x and y. It should compute x to the power of y and return the value, and then you should print the return value. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Do not Google. Okay. No one should Google. Okay. Just
Okay,
try.
sir.
Just try to remember whatever you have learned so far. We have done all these things. Yeah, it's almost done. Hold on. Don't do anything. Hey, don't click, don't click, don't click those things. No, no. So Meenakshi, now your Python is almost ready. So let's first install that. Okay. Yeah, let's open. Don't do anything. We have to do certain things. Okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, now say install now. Yes. Yeah, it's almost done. Hold on. Go back there.
Sir, I finished.
You finished?
Even I finished.
Okay. Swastik, how about you?
Sir, what is the second question? First, I finished.
Second one was you have to write a function. Okay. The function will take two variables, x and y. It should take two variables, x and y. It should compute x to the power of y and return.
Okay.
And return the value. Okay.
Okay.
And you should print the value returned. No Googling, no taking help. Okay. You should do it on your own. I'll see all those things, whatever you have done. Swastik, where are you?
Can I join and rejoin because the voice is really cracking? Cannot hear anything.
Okay. Swastik, where are you? Hello? Swastik, you there? Hello? Swastik, can you hear me or no? Seems like we have lost him. No worries. Devdutt, can you show me what you have done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what shall I share first?
You show me your first program.
I did like this.
Sir,
Yeah, excellent. Yep.
So
hello,
then,
sir.
What?
Sorry, because of my network problem, I have to leave. Your voice was not coming. Now it's coming.
Oh, okay.
then I did this.
Excellent. Okay, now show me the second one.
I'm doing, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do it on your own. Okay.
Okay.
So, Swastik, have you written the programs to both of them?
Sir, second one I'm doing. The first one is completed.
Oh, okay. Meenakshi, where are you?
Yeah.
Did you install Python? Can you show me your screen? Yeah. Open the command prompt. Okay. Good. Now go to desktop, CD desktop. Yeah. Create a folder, Python, mkdir. Do you remember? Yes. It's not there. You can create one. mkdir Python. It's okay. Let's create one. Yeah, just create one folder. Just do as I say, mkdir space Python. Yes. Now go to that folder. Yeah. Now open your Sublime Text and do the first program. Today I'm not leaving you guys. If you are not practicing everything, even if it is 2 hours, 3 hours, you're sitting and practicing everything. Okay? Only then we will go to the next topic. We have to learn everything, whatever we have practiced.
Sir?
Yeah, who has completed?
Not completed, but I'm facing an error. I'm not able to take the second input.
Who has finished the second program? Meenakshi, can you show me if you have done with the first one? Can you write the first program? She has left. Swastik, can you show me your program output? Devdutt, are you done with the second one?
Almost, sir. There's some error they are showing. So I'm figuring it out.
No worries, take your time. This is how we have to learn. Aditya, can you show me what is the error?
So what error I'm getting is that I've made a new variable inside the function and it's not able to identify that.
Show me the screen. Show me the screen.
Okay, 1 minute. This one.
Okay.
I've made this variable c for storing the exponential, and I've returned this. So after I return this, here it's saying it's not able to locate what is c.
Yeah, where are you see the c variable you have created inside the function.
Yeah,
that
so
will
it's
not
valid.
be visible outside. You have to create the variable outside whatever it is returning.
We'll give some 0 value, then we'll check. 1 minute.
No, hold on. Whatever is, just don't rush. Okay, let's do it properly. Remove that, come down. You are calling the expo function, right?
Yes.
Okay, that is returning. Whatever it is returning, where are you collecting? First you have to collect whatever you are getting it.
I think we can store it like I is equal to whatever it's returning or some variable.
No, just say c equals to expo.
Like this?
Yeah, just copy paste the same line. You don't have to type again.
Sir, can I share?
1 second, let Aditya finish.
No, it's saying something wrong.
You have not called the function properly.
Okay,
Is that the
one.
way how you call the
No,
function?
I'm sorry. I didn't call it.
Yeah. So go back there.
Okay, 1 minute. We can do this thing. We
Yeah,
can just
why are
initialize it.
why are you so hurrying up? Just do it slowly. Okay. Yeah. Now save.
Yeah. 1 power 2 is 1. Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's correct now.
Devdutt, can you show me?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Okay.
No.
This is okay, but why are you doing with a while loop?
Sir, like.
There is a simple way, right? You have learnt about the exponential operator.
Yes.
Star. We can use that, right?
Stars.
Yes, let's use that.
No, this yesterday my mother taught me, so I wanted to try it.
Oh, okay, nice. Yesterday or now?
Yesterday. Because
Okay.
today we had this thing, no? We have to do projects and all.
Okay, let's do the exponential operator using exponential operator.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
you can do
Swastik,
is just
you are there?
comment it out.
Swastik?
Should I erase this?
No, write in new file. Why do you erase?
Or he can comment it out.
No, let him keep that one so that he can refer. Every time you write a new program, write it in a new file so that you know how many programs you have written. So function names, right? One thing, just don't say my function, Devdutt's function, like that. It should be meaningful. What is the function doing? Function is doing exponential. Yes, you should write functions like that. And also file names also you can create it which makes meaningful. Okay, you should not say like my first program, second program, third program, like that. Say tomorrow if you are searching your own files, you will not remember what you have written inside that unless you have to open and see all that stuff. Now this time if there is any error, Devdutt will tell what is the error. Okay, save the file as .py. Say exponent.py. Yes, save. Okay, now run. Meenakshi, are you back?
Yeah,
Can you show me your program? Print hello, first one, second one, where are you?
I'll do it now.
Yep. Okay, what is the issue?
Sir, I'm thinking.
Yeah, because writing programs also requires we have to understand what is the issue, where is it going wrong, and all that stuff.
Yeah, even I face the same issue.
Yeah, let him figure out. So first of all, it is telling you on which line there is a problem. So check which line there is a problem.
They said line 6.
Yeah, see what is wrong with line 6.
Everything is correct, no? Even the variable is also correct, the functions and all. No spelling mistake, nothing is there, no?
Mm-hmm. Then why is it throwing error? What could be the problem? Swastik, you're there still? do one thing.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah. Save. Now run.
Sir, can you see my screen?
No, it's not coming up.
So now,
No, wait. Let's finish with Dave.
Sir,
Yes.
the space.
Yes. So Python is a indentation based language. So you have to follow proper indentation. If you mess up with space or tabs, Python will not. Python
Except,
will not work. Simple.
except it.
Because Python strictly relies on proper spacing, the way how you use tabs and spaces and all that stuff. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, Swastik. Swastik, you have a problem? So I want now how many lines your code is, Devdutt? Let's see. Let's practice some more things.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Show me your screen one more time.
5.
5 lines. Okay. Now I want you to reduce the number of lines as much as possible. Let's see who will how fast you can reduce. Okay.
Okay, I'll try.
That's a challenge for you. Yes, Swastik.
It'll decrease the readability.
That's okay. Let's see what are the different ways. Okay. First, let's try some of these things. Then we will see what is best. Okay. You also can try optimizing that. Okay. Swastik, can you show me your screen?
so can you see my screen?
No, you have to share.
So I'm sharing.
Cancel and share one more time.
So now,
Yeah. You have turned on the camera. You have to share the screen. There is a up arrow key.
so I knew that I have shared also.
No, it's only your camera is on. We can see you, but not your screen.
Sir, I reduced it. Only one line.
Show me.
Like last time, like I explained like d is equal to exponent 2 to comma 3, no? Instead of that, I print and I put the whole thing here.
Now reduce one more line. Let's see.
How, sir?
Reduce one more line. Think. That is the problem what you have to solve, right? Think. Don't take help. Think. Think on your own. Yes, Swastik, you are sharing your screen. Meenakshi, where are you?
I am doing the program just showed.
Yeah, show me the screen so that I can help you.
I haven't written anything. I'm just starting now.
Okay. Swastik, can you share your screen?
So for me, I have written a program in such a way that it's taking user input as an integer and then passing it as an argument. So how do I reduce the lines?
Show me your screen.
Yes, sir. I'm taking user input. So how can I like shorten this up? This variable I can remove. That is the point. But if you're taking user input, there's no way of shortening that, right?
Okay, let's see if you can reduce by at least one line.
Okay, we can read. I just gave this comment. So can we just remove this comment?
Okay, remove.
Then we have
Okay.
6 lines of code.
Yeah, remove one more line. Let's see.
Sir, I removed
Okay.
3 lines now.
Show me.
How to remove
Sir,
hen?
the return also we put it here.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Good. Swastik, where are you?
Thank you, sir.
Swastik, you're there?
So we just wrote 5 lines of code.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, show me your screen.
So now, can you see?
No, man. You have to share your screen.
Sir,
I
I
can
can see
see this.
screen. I can see screen.
Oh, okay. Then show me the window.
So
The
now,
program window. Sublime text.
so can you see now?
Swastik, just go to the
How can
Sublime
I
text.
Go
how
to
can I
Sublime
see
text.
the
Sir,
how can I see?
sir, this is my first exercise. You're told to print
Not
hello
able to
Python.
see, man.
Oh, Swastik, you have shared your window. You should share your
Share,
screen.
share entire screen. Don't share window. Stop sharing.
Sir, how to like there was a thing that when you run you can see your output. How do I do that in Sublime Text? I forgot.
Now,
Yeah. So in Sublime text, it is printing. See in the bottom. It has printed your message. But this is good. But you have taken an array or list. You should just take the simple string message. Now write the second program. This is good, Meenakshi. Now go to the second program. Write one more file. Write a function. Take two variables and return x to the power of y and print it. Okay. You should write a function and print x to the power of y. Yes, Swastik, did you share your screen in meantime?
yes,
Yeah,
sir.
now
Yes, sir.
One at a time. Okay. Yeah, Meenakshi, go ahead.
uh, like how you can see your output in Sublime Text. How do I do it? I forgot.
Yeah,
I want to
just go
see
to
now.
Sublime Text,
Okay.
share your screen.
Yeah.
Sublime text doesn't takes input. It takes only one input, and then after that it terminates the execution. That's why you use CMD.
No, hold on
No,
a
like
second.
that small thing like you guys have in below, and that shows that what
No,
you're
no,
printing.
that's why. Just drag the screen above, pull the screen a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Now, just go to Tools, Build, Control B, or Build. Okay. Now it is showing error below because there are a lot of errors. Why did you write try here? X star
Where?
star try.
No, I was just seeing what was on the screen and I was trying to figure out. So I haven't finished with the whole
Oh,
thing.
finish it off.
Okay.
Now you see how to run this, right? You are seeing the
Yeah.
value below.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Swastik, let's go back to you. Can you share your entire screen, Swastik?
Okay, wait a damn minute. So he has done a mistake.
Swastik, can you share your entire screen? Yes, now I can see your entire screen. Open Sublime Text. Yes.
C to Y, def exponent x y, e is equal to x.
Yeah, can you write the function? How do you write a function? Def for
Sir, can
definition,
you hear my
def.
voice?
Yes, I can.
Sir, I think I have deleted by mistakenly.
That's okay. Let's write now again. Let's write
Sir.
DEF,
Yes, sir.
DEF. That is for definition. Now write the function name, whatever you like. Okay. Okay. Parenthesis. Now it should take two variables, x comma y. Okay. Now next what? I will not tell. No. You are missing something. Wait. Go back to the line 1. What are you missing? Yes. Enter. Do one thing. First, save the file as .py file, Python py2 so that you will get some syntax highlighting.
Sir, I have printed it. Sir, I have saved as py2. This one.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Just say file save as one more time. File save as. Okay. Yes.
Sir.
Now enter a new name exp.py. exp.py. Save. Yes. Now go back to line 1.
So where?
Go back to line backspace. Go back to line 1. Yeah. Enter. See, there is a difference. When you save a file like .py, Sublime Text helps you with indentation.
Okay, sir.
Now, the program. Do it. I'm seeing. No worries. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, that's why I think you guys are doing mistake. Erase. Remove all
Sir.
those things. Remove all those things. You are entering. That's why it's taking all those things. Okay, just type a equals to x star star y. Enter. Don't do anything. Just escape. Say escape. Escape. Yeah. Now enter. Yeah. Now, what should I do?
Return.
Yes. Yes. Space. A. Yes. Now escape.
Sir.
Yep.
Sir, this one I have to escape.
Yes. Escape. See, that is helping you with all those unwanted things. For now, just escape. Okay. You write code. Don't take the code what Sublime Text suggests. Okay. Now print the value.
Sir, is this correct?
It is partially correct because you have to follow indentation. You have to come back. Once the function definition is complete, you have to come back to the first position in the line. Do
Okay, sir.
backspace. Yeah, do backspace of this line. You have given indentation.
Okay, sir.
Backspace. Enter backspace. Backspace, full backspace. Yes. Now write it here. Yeah.
Sir, the same line I have written.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Call the function. Yeah. Yeah. Say call 2 comma 3. Now go to the next line. and print. Yes, now run the program.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Meenakshi, where are you? Show me your screen.
Thank you, sir.
Good, very good. Excellent. Meenakshi, share your screen. Yes, now run. Control B. Tools or Control B. Now you see what is the problem? You have called the function, you have collected, but you are not printing. You have to print the
Yeah.
value. Yes. Now you go print. Okay. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
let's all of us. Okay. All of us have successfully completed. Now you have on your own successfully written a function and you have learned how to call a function, right? Any doubts in this?
No,
No,
sir.
Aditya,
sir.
Dave?
No, sir.
Okay, perfect. So now let's all of us start one more file, new file. Okay. Now what I want
Yes.
you to do, now what I want you to do is, okay. First of all, let's try to learn how to use multiple variables. Okay. Let's take couple of strings. Okay. Let's create couple of strings, like say whatever you want to create. Okay. And use some of the functions what we have learned on the
Sir, are
string.
you sharing the
No,
screen?
no, no. No, I'm telling you verbally, right? Now you have to understand because that is how you will get questions. So take a string, all of you, try to convert it into uppercase and print. It's a very easy thing, right?
Sir, only uppercase you have to do?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
All of us, quick, 60 seconds. Swastik, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Define a string with all small characters and convert it into uppercase and print. Finished?
Yes, sir, done.
Yeah, show me. Okay.
Or we can even take this thing off and directly put it.
Yeah. Okay.
I just did it with the help of variable.
That's okay. Devdutt, Meenakshi,
Okay, sir.
you have done?
Sir, this one. Build
Run.
with. Sir, it's not allowing me to do build with. Oh, I have to save. Sir, it's not showing.
Think why it is not showing.
I did not write print. Sir, it's showing error. Okay, I forgot the spelling. Sir, it's not coming. Even though I wrote upper.
Why?
Sir, it should come now.
No, just think why. What did we learn? What was the function name to convert to upper?
Sir, what he's doing is he's just.
No, hold on. Let him learn. No worries. Slow and steady. Yeah,
Sir, I
run.
have also completed.
Hold on. Let him finish. What was the method we have learned to convert to upper? It was upper only, no to upper. Upper. Did it work?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Yes, Swastik, show me. So those who have completed, now use the camel case function. What was the camel case function? No Googling, no asking for help.
Sir, can you
Excellent.
see my screen?
Excellent. Yes. Now tell me what was the camel case function which we have learned, which converts the first character of the word into upper. Meenakshi, can you show me a screen?
Sir, like the first letter of the word and all capital.
Yes. Now, can you just use the function which we have learned to convert the first character into capitals, which is called also camel case? The function name, anyone remembers what was the function name?
Capitalize.
No, it was title.
Sir, it's
Title was the
working for
function
me.
name. If you use the function name title, see what happens.
Excuse
Yes, sir,
me.
it was titled.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
when I wrote capitalize, it is working.
It is working.
Sir.
Okay. Maybe you have used a synonym function. Okay. Show me what you have done.
I finished.
Nice. Try lower function as well. See what happens.
I
Use some
don't
bigger
remember.
sentence. Use some bigger sentence. Just hi, hello. What is that? Use some bigger sentence and see what happens with lower function.
Okay. What was the function for the lower one? I don't
Lower.
remember.
You have just mentioned lower. That's it. LOWER. That's
Okay.
all.
So I put the string in all caps and then I write it as lower to
Yes.
check if it is working.
Yes.
Sir, I'll show you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's working.
Excellent. Very
Sir,
good.
sir,
Yeah,
when,
Dev,
Sir, my
show me your
also
screen.
working.
sir, when we put the capitalized thing means only the if there are two words, the first letter will be capital. But for title, every word first letter will be capital.
Yeah. That's slightly different.
So
Yes, sir.
we were looking at the camel case of each of the word. Okay. So now you have seen there are different functions what you can invoke on strings, right? Now let's write another function, okay, which will take variable number of arguments. Now you have passed only 2 arguments, right? How do you pass variable number of arguments?
Aster args or Aster, whatever the name.
Yeah, just do it. Let's see if everyone remembers. Is it clear? Write a function which takes variable number of arguments and prints all those arguments. That's all. 60 seconds.
Sir, how to make more many arguments?
Remember, try to recollect. We have to use 1 star in the variable name. Before the variable name, just 1 star, 1 asterisk. Then you can pass any number of arguments and then just print
Okay,
it.
sir.
Yeah.
Done, sir. Sir?
Sir, is it like this? I'll share and show.
Yeah, show me there. I'm waiting.
Sir, even I finished.
Yeah.
So like this.
Yes.
Yeah, even I did the same.
Excellent. Very good. Swastik, are you done? Show me. Swastik, are you there? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Show me. Show me your screen.
Sir, doing.
Okay. Minakshi. Minakshi, you're there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me your screen.
Can you help me with the program?
Yeah, I'll help you. Show me your screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. How do you write a function? Just say def space, say function, whatever f2 or whatever function name, whatever function name you like.
Okay. Then
Okay, let's say function 3 parenthesis. Okay. Now you should say star dot variable name asterisk variable.
why am I writing star dot variable name?
Because if you want to take more than one parameter, you cannot say, for example, if you want to pass two parameters, dynamically 3, 4, 5, 6, you don't know how many you will pass, right? If you pass, this will act like a list of variables. Now you just print, say, A. Enter, print A, see what happens. Print A. Now come down and call this function. You don't have to return every time. Just, yeah, down, enter.
Do I go back or do I
Yeah,
keep?
space back. Yeah, enter. Now call the function. No, call the function. Don't print anything. Call the function. Calling the function is you just need to call the function name. Call the function name with all the names in your family, or just call the names in the class. Call the function name. The function name itself is function.
What was the function for calling the function?
Hey, just now you have done. Just type function.
That's okay.
Yeah, parenthesis, double quote, say Meenakshi. Okay, pass one more string. No, outside. No, you are correct. One string Meenakshi.
Okay.
Okay, come out of the double quotes, comma. No. Yeah, comma. One more string. Say Devdutt or whoever in the family. Okay, comma. Aditya, Swastik, whoever. Okay. Now, if you see, you can pass any number of variables like this to the function. Now print Control V. See.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
you add one more. It will take one more. Otherwise, if you have to pass so many parameters, you have to declare so many variables in the function. Now this is a dynamic function. Okay.
Okay.
Swastik, you're done.
Yes, sir.
Show me.
Sir, this one and
Yeah.
sir now
Call the function hello. Now you don't pass strings, you pass numbers 1 to 1 comma 2 comma 3.
okay, sir.
Not necessarily you have to pass strings. No. Numbers. No, not like that. How do you pass numbers? Numbers you don't need to put it in double quotes, right? Just 1 comma 2 comma 3. Yes. Now run. See?
Yes, sir.
Now you have learned how to create functions, how to pass arguments, how to return, how to print, all that stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
All clear?
Yes, sir.
Shall we increase the complexity?
Okay, sir.
Small programs, okay? See,
Okay, sir.
learning theory is of no use if you don't practice, okay? Now all of you write a program in a new file to print numbers 1 to 1000.
Sir, what did you say?
Okay, all of you write a program to print numbers from 1 to 100. Don't type print 1, print 2, print 2. You have to use hint, either for loop or a while loop, okay? Print numbers 1 to 100. Clear? Hello, is it clear for all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
60 seconds.
So done.
Yeah, let's wait for
Sir.
others. Yeah.
So we have to do in new file or in the same file?
No, every time you write a program, when I said write, just write it in a new file. So that way
Okay, sir.
you remember what programs you have written.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, finish.
Okay. Meenakshi, Swastik? Swastik, you're there? Meenakshi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Completed or still doing?
Sir, doing.
Okay.
What?
So you have to write a program to print numbers 1 to 100 using a for loop. So this time let's start with Swastik. Swastik, you're going to show the screen first. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, show me the screen.
So, sir, I am doing them.
Don't worry. We will see. I'll help you. Okay?
Okay, sir.
See, first time when I written this program, I took 10 days. You guys are learning in 10 minutes. You guys are really fast learners. I took 10 days to write one function, simple function. I
Sir,
learned
like
this
this?
thing for like almost 3-4 years, and you guys are learning in 3-4 days. You guys are really fast.
Sir, like this?
Mm-hmm. You remember how did we use the for loop?
Sir, I remember the while loop.
Okay.
While loop.
Yeah, let's do while loop then.
Sir, you said till 100, right?
Yeah.
So we have to type here 100.
Yes. Very good. You guys are learning very fast. No, you missed one thing over there in the while statement. Every
Sir, the
control
two dots.
statement, yeah, colon. That's called colon. Go back there.
Yes, sir. Sir, like this.
Yes.
Oh.
So now you're going to learn a new concept, okay, by running this program. Let's see what happens. Now,
Sir,
very
it's
soon your computer will crash. if you do this, okay?
Okay, sir.
No, no, not okay. It's not printing 1 to 100.
No,
It is printing.
sir, the number. It should be 0 or 1.
Yeah, still, it's not the problem. See, you are only printing the number, but you have to increase the number also, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cancel Control Z or Control C. Let's see what works in Windows.
So we have to type Control Z.
Control C or Control D or Control Z, whatever works to stop the program.
Sir,
Sir, you have to increase the number
Yes.
every
Sir.
time.
Yeah.
Sir, I have a class to attend. So kindly.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, no one is working.
What?
Sir,
Sir, I
you
have
have to
type
add.
Control C. It's not working.
Try Control D.
No.
Okay. Just close this tab in Sublime Text. Let's see what happens.
Sir, listen.
Stuck.
Yep. Yeah. It's still running.
Sir, how to remove this thing then?
Yeah, I'm just checking. Let's see. Let me just try in my this thing.
Sir, it
Yes,
is
really
going
crashed.
on and on.
Which one?
Sir, it will really crash the thing.
Mm.
Yes, sir, it stopped.
What did you do?
So I go to tools and build with and Python.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, show me your screen.
So it is
Yeah,
going.
open the same file.
So I
Open
have
the-
created again a new one.
Sir, he should increase the value.
Yes, you should increment the value. If you don't increment, it will just keep on printing. Your loop will never exit.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Meenakshi, can you show your screen? What you have written? Okay. Can you print? Yes, that is how you print. Excellent. Devdutt, can you show your screen?
Yes, sir. Sir, I did like this.
Excellent. Okay. Can you do it using for loop as well? Meenakshi, you do it using while loop. Devdutt, you do it using for loop. Okay. Exchange.
Okay.
Meenakshi, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do using for while loop now. It's fun, right? Writing programs. You guys are loving it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very soon we will do complex programming, but let's first learn the basics. So if you want to crash someone's computer, you can just write a non-terminating while loop, then it will just keep hanging. That's all. So technically, Swastik has created a first successful virus program.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, here I was stuck. So where
Go
I
ahead.
have to. Sir, here. Yes, a column
Enter.
and.
Enter. Yeah, if you don't create a python.py file, then why are you removing? Everything's correct, man. Why are you removing?
Sir,
Don't save some of these things in program files. No, no, no. Save it in your Python folder. We have created one folder, right? Desktop. Go to desktop.
Where?
Desktop. Left side. Left side. Click on desktop. Okay. No Python. You just create a folder. Ah,
So I
yeah.
have, yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Then save it in documents. No worries.
So it's showing already exists.
Give a new file name. That's as simple as that. Yeah. Number less than or equals to 100. Yeah, colon. Enter. Now before printing, or let's say print number. Okay, print number. Go to next. Again press enter. Number equals to number plus 1. You are increasing the value of the number.
Number
Equals to number plus 1. Yeah. Now why are you starting the number value from 9? Start from say 1. Yeah. Come down and run.
yes, sir.
Okay. Good.
Okay, sir.
Now write the same thing in for loop. Meenakshi, you are done. Devdutt, Meenakshi.
Yeah.
Show me. Meenakshi, show me your screen.
Here.
Okay. You are calling function. Okay. Nice. Count. Okay. It is printing till up to 100.
No, it will print till 99. So if I will make it 101, it will print.
Oh, okay. Nice. This is also another way of writing it. Excellent.
Sir, can I show?
Good, Meenakshi. Yep. Show Devdutt.
Sir, sir, I have to attend one test, so can I leave now?
Yeah, yeah, but watch the video and practice. This is very important. You cannot skip this.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. All the best. Very good. Excellent. Okay, now let's do one thing. Okay. Now let's write a program to print, okay, only odd numbers between 1 to 100. Is it clear? Devdutt, Meenakshi?
Yes, sir.
Using for
Finish.
loop between finished
Yes.
odd numbers.
Sir, we already wrote the most of the code now.
No, I want you to write now.
Sir, finish. Can I share?
Show me.
Sir, see. See, sir.
Okay.
Like in
When,
this, we skip 2.
yeah. When did you do this?
Sir, now only.
Oh, okay. Now, what about if you want to print even numbers?
Sir, it will be only 2. I mean 1. It will be 1.
Show me.
From 2, if we start and we do the same thing, it will be this, no? No, now 1. So now it is only even numbers.
You can just press Control B. You don't have to press all this. Okay. So what is it doing? So in range
Sir?
function, you can tell from which number to start till which number to go and how many steps I have to increment. Okay.
We have to skip 2.
Yeah. Meenakshi,
Yes.
yeah, have you done?
Which one?
Print only odd numbers. Show me your
One.
screen. Yes. Now, yeah. So the range function takes either 2 or 3. The first thing says start from 1, go up to 101 and skip and keep incrementing 1 I. If you say 2, see what happens. The third argument, change it to 2. Yeah, now run. What is it printing?
It's printing odd numbers.
That is because you are starting from 1 and skipping 2 numbers, right?
Yeah. One. Okay, 1 minute. Let me try.
Yeah, that's a good exercise.
Yeah, now it's printing. Yeah, no, wait. It's printing.
Now it is incrementing 3 at a time.
Sir, the
Start.
tables of 3.
Yeah. No, look the output from the beginning. Then you will understand
Sir,
properly.
it skips it skips 3. Like it jumps to 3. Like it will skip 2 numbers.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Now make the last number to 10. See what happens. Start from,
It's giving.
it's incrementing by 10. It
Yeah.
is incrementing the value of I. So let's be very clear here. Okay. I value is starting from 1, go up to 100, and the last variable is increment I value, starting with 1, add increment 10, and then increment 10, and every time the I value is being incremented by 10. Okay. Perfect. Now,
Sir,
yeah,
this code can be useful to teach people, children this thing, no? The multiplication table.
yes, you can use all those things, but they will not understand programming. You have to teach them Python.
No, sir. Like in some website or something,
Yeah.
you can show like this, no?
Yes, you can. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's do some simple uh, combination. So now write a function, okay, which will tell whether the number is odd or even. Okay, you should write a function which will take any number and should print whether the number is odd or even. And you should call the function name should be odd or even. It should take only one variable or parameter and should print if the number is odd, it should print odd. If the number is even, it should print even. You should call that function called odd or even, like say 7, and it should print odd. If you pass even number, say 4, it should print even. Number is even. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Meenakshi, is it clear? You
Yeah.
have to write a function taking one variable number, and you should check whether the variable is odd or even, and print if it is even, print even. If it is odd, print odd. Can you show your screen? We will do it together. Here you have to use if else statement, otherwise this will not work. Write a new program. Yes. Write a function. Function name odd or even. Yeah. Okay, take one variable, one argument, say number. Yeah. Now using if else statement, check what type is the n. If yes. How do you check? N. How do you know whether the number is odd or even?
If n is divisible by 2, then it is even.
Sir, if like
Let's do
n
the same
is
thing. N
n,
divided
it
by
will
2. N. No. Backspace. No. Backspace. N divided by 2. No. If is correct. Yeah. Enter if. If you have to write if space n divided by 2 equals to double equals to space. Yes. 0. Yes. Colon. What does that mean? Print? No. Give tab. Why did you go back? No, this is under if, right? To give, yes. One more tab. Because now this is under if. Yes. If it is divisible by 2, what it is?
Is it comma like how in Java to add two things in print we put plus?
No, in Python it is like just remove that one. You
Okay.
have to use F strings. No.
What do I use?
F strings. Just remove the N. Remove N. Yeah. Type F. This is called F string. Type F. Yeah. Go inside the string, double quote string. That's it. Just F. Go inside. Flower bracket. Flower bracket. One more. Closing. Yeah. Inside that, write N. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Now call this function. See what happens. No, you don't have to do anything. That's it. Leave it. No. You have to call the function.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Pass 4. Let's see what happens. Nothing happened. Okay. Yeah. Nothing happened because you are doing a division. If you use the division operator, it will just tell you what is the value of the division thing. You have to use a reminder operator which will give you the reminder, which is percentage. Yeah.
Even. Yeah. Okay.
Now there, go back. Now let's also use else. Enter. No, after the print, enter. Yeah. Yes. Else.
No, 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 no. It's all tab. Again, enter. Enter. Yep. Devdutt, are you finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, run.
Uh,
No, why are you printing again? Remove that.
No,
Again.
I pressed some button so it came on.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, else you have forgotten the colon. Every control statement should have colon. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Excellent. Very good. Now show me yours, Devdutt. Run. Yes. Excellent. Okay. Now
yes, sir.
let's try one more thing. Okay. We have seen variables. We have used if loop. Now let's use if nested if else. Okay. Chained if else. Okay. Now I want you to write a function. Okay. Which takes an argument or a variable and prints whether if it is a Audi car, it should say yes, it is a Audi car, BMW, and say Ferrari. Let's take 3. Okay. If you pass Audi, it should say yes, Audi, BMW, Ferrari. Otherwise, you should say unknown car. Is it clear?
No, sir.
Yeah, you should write a function. Okay, the function should take one variable, not just in one argument or variable, and see the value of the variable. If it is Audi, you should say it is a Audi car. If it is BMW, it should say BMW. If it is Ferrari, it should say Ferrari car. Otherwise, it should say unknown car. You should just print.
But how will we know that what condition, if it is applied, then this is that car?
That's why you have to use if variable equals to Audi, if else if it equals to BMW, then print BMW, so on.
If, else if?
If else if, you can keep on chaining how many number of times, or
Oh,
just say else. Okay.
okay. Okay. So can we also go like if the like can we distinguish them on their the speed of that car? So if this is the average speed, then it is BMW. If this is its average
We
speed,
will
then
write all those
it's
things advanced. Let's
Sir,
try
what
basic
should be
first.
the name
okay.
of the
Anything.
function?
You write any function name. Let's say car type. Function name car type. Your choice. You are the owner of this program, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In Python, you guys remember, it is not if else it is if elif, short form, not complete else ELIF. If elif, and last else. Okay.
Done, Devdutt?
No, sir, I'm writing the names.
Okay. You want to show your screen? I can help you. But no asking help from Mama.
Okay, ma'am. I mean, sir.
Yeah.
I put up a I hello 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 excuse me.
Yeah, Meenakshi.
I put up that if C is equal to Audi, then it has to print it as Audi, else then it is not Audi. So I just put it like that to see if it is correct, and I got it correct. So now I can just keep on putting else if,
Yes.
and then
Show me your screen.
categorizing.
Excellent.
Here I wrote this.
Yes. Now, after if, you put elif.
Okay.
Copy the same thing. Yeah. Backspace elif. ELIF. Yes. C equals to double equals to. If you use 1 equals to, it will assign value double equals to.
Yeah,
Ferrari. Then
double
say it
equals
is
to is a
Ferrari.
statement.
Yes. FE BMW. Okay, BMW, right. Okay, now write printf colon. No, you forgot colon. You forgot colon in the every control statement should have a colon. If, for, while, they are all control statements. Okay.
Okay.
Is a BMW. Yes, write one more elif for checking if it is Ferrari. No, again you're forgetting. Seems like Meenakshi likes Tesla. Okay, nice choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, say it is a Tesla. Yeah, and say finally, you should say unknown car, else unknown car. Not it's
Okay.
not RD, right? Unknown car. Because now you don't know what car it is. Yeah. Yes. See? Now pass your favorite car. What is it? Bapre, Lamborghini. All expensive cars, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Devdutt, show me yours. Excellent, Meenakshi. Very good. Devdutt, show me yours. Very good, Devdutt. I think you have gone one step ahead and calling the same function multiple times. I forgot to tell you this. Very good. Call this multiple times. Okay, let's try. Excellent. See?
Sir, I
Great.
have a doubt.
Yep.
Sir, in Meenakshi's code, she used F. Why?
What is that? Sorry, in Meenakshi's code?
She used some F, no?
You remember we have learnt about f strings. So if you use f in front of a string, okay, then you can use the variables within the string and it will print the value of that variable within the string in flower brackets. That is why she is using f in front of the string. That is called f strings. You remember we have learned this in the first Python classes.
Yes, sir. So if we put like in my code, if F like B and W and all, and if we type B and W, the value in that the variable will that will show up.
Yes.
So it will show B and W again, no?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay. Are you guys excited? Shall we continue or stop?
Sir, I have to record also, but it's okay.
Okay.
Today
Let's
in
do one.
today in yoga class, happy assembly is there. So
What time?
6:30. So I have to record and be prepared.
Okay. Shall we continue for some more time?
Yes,
Or
sir.
shall we stop?
We can continue.
Okay. Now let me give you one challenge. Okay. I want you guys to print a square. Okay. Print a 4 by 4 square. Let's say star, 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 star 4 times. Okay. And in 4 lines. Print a square of stars. Clear?
Okay, sir. I'll try.
Meenakshi, I want you to write a program to print a square of stars. Like say star, star, star 4 times and 4 lines stars. Okay. Print a
Okay.
square box. Don't write print 4 times and say star, star, star. You have to use for loops. Okay.
Um, how can I use for loop?
Yeah, use for loop
Means
inside for loop and see what happens. If you see, for loop is used to repeat the same instructions multiple times, right? Just one for loop. Okay. Print 4 stars, print a new line and see what happens. Just open your screen, I'll show you. Very simple. Okay. Open a new program. Okay. Write a for loop.
do I write a function and then write a for
Not
loop?
required. Directly write a function. For now, not required. Or if you want, you write a function. It's call print square print or whatever. Okay. Yeah. Now write a for loop. I in.
Oh, range. Okay, I in range.
Yes. How many lines I said? Let's say 4 lines.
4.
1 comma.
1 comma 4.
Yes.
Then
Colon. You have to terminate. Yes. Enter. Print. Print. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, we should use
No,
one.
hold on. Just print. No, hold on. Don't do anything. Why are you rushing? Print double quotes, inside double quotes star. Okay. 4 stars.
okay.
4 stars. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Now just run this. See what happens. You have to
It's
call.
not right.
See, you have defined the function wrong. How are you supposed to define the function?
Oh yeah, there is no variable. I used a variable I.
You don't have to always pass the variable, just empty
Oh, okay.
parameters. Yeah,
Why is it not printing?
because you have not called the function.
Okay.
How come? Yeah, now just call execute. No, nothing. You don't have to pass anything. It is an empty function. Yeah, run.
Only 3 times. So do I make it 5 now?
Yeah. See, range always, yeah. See, does it look like a
Yeah.
square? If it is not,
No,
just
it looks
increase the width of, increase one more to one more asterisk. Maybe it will, no, not rows, number of rows. In the print statement, increase the star. That is correct, all correct. 1 to 5, don't change all those things. Yeah, this is looking like,
yeah, this looks like a star.
okay. See, this is how you do some of these fancy things when you'll get more challenging things like this, okay?
Okay.
So we will continue tomorrow, okay? Shall
Okay.
I give one more challenge? You guys both want to try? Devda, have you done printing square?
Almost, sir.
Okay, show me your screen. I'll help you.
Mm,
It won't run. You have forgot something. Colon. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I think we have done some good hands-on. Let's continue this tomorrow also. Okay.
okay, sir. Sir, I made a
Okay, sir.
perfect square.
Excellent. Very good. Great. So you guys are the winners today. Both of you, Minakshi and Dev, that stayed till last and practiced a lot of things. Okay. See, in programming, theory is like you can keep on learning, but practicing is more important. Okay. The more you practice, the more you learn. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, great. So let's continue tomorrow practicing. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Have a nice day.